Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today there's another makeup video that we're doing. I'm in a very pretty green dress. It's a one-piece dress that I'm wearing today and I wanted to do some makeup for it. So stay tuned in the video with me while we do a makeup for this outfit. So to start off with, the first thing that we need to do is get the hair off our face so that we can work on our face and our makeup without any issues. So I've got a clip of mine here. This I got from Commercial Street, from a street store. Got it for around 60 rupees. So I'm just gonna tie my hair. Now that that's done, so we are moving on to the base. So the first thing I'm gonna use is a primer. This is my go-to primer, so you guys would already know if you watched my videos before. So I've got the L18 primer. I have kept a mirror here, so you might notice me looking this side. That's only because I've got my mirror facing here. So starting off with the primer, I've got the usual already. I've got a moisturizer on my skin and a sunscreen. So not much to say about the product because I have already mentioned it in every makeup vlog of mine. So I am also going to focus on my neck because this is a visible neck, so I do not want to see a huge difference in the color tone. So you can see I do have some tan here. That's done. Now what I like to do is, once I've applied a primer, I just like to massage it on my nose, under my nose and my lower lip. Okay. Now I'm going to use a concealer. I'm just going to use a little bit of concealer just to cover my dark circles. A little product does come a long way, so use wisely. So I like to tap in the product so that it sits in perfectly. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is, I also see a little bit of change of tone here and here. Just gonna cover that too. So I like using a concealer on my neck instead of a foundation. I just feel the concealer sits in better. So I am using my hand. I prefer my hand over brush for concealer. See, it's evened out to some extent. Now, what we will do is, I'm gonna take, I'll take my foundation, just a tiny bit. I don't want a massive amount of foundation on my face. So very little, say little, I mean it to be very little. Like this can come a long way. I just like this foundation a lot because it's very easy to blend, not a lot of work to do. So just dot your face this way. So at this step, you can either use your finger or you can just use a brush. So I'm gonna use a brush today for my foundation.
I don't prefer a full coverage foundation, mainly because I like, if I do have acne marks, just for it to end up looking normal. I don't want it to be completely covered up. I'm okay with my acne being seen or the pigmentation being seen.
That has blended well. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a compact. So I have my usual Fit Me compact from Maybelline. This is in the shade 15. So let me just get some. I'm going to set my under eye. I'm just going to set the base well.
So by doing this, you just ensure your makeup doesn't crease, it doesn't look cakey. So the places where I want it to sit well, I'm just going to leave it on, just press on the makeup. Now I'm going to give it about 2 to 3 minutes, or maybe a little more.
Now we're gonna move on to our eyes. So I'm just gonna dust off this. Okay, now for the eyes, I'm a little unsure on what shade I want to go because my dress itself is quite bright, so I don't want it to be very bright, yet a little visible. So I'm gonna try with my base eye makeup would be from this. I'm gonna take this color. So let me just get my brush. I'm gonna take my Miniso brush, use the lightest color that I have in this, just to set the base well. Okay. For the eyes, we could keep it minimal, so I want to go for a very light color but also a shimmer to be there in it. So I'm using my Swiss Beauty palette. This is the one I've got. I'm gonna just check which color. I kind of like this color. It's a very light lilac color along with maybe these two, either of these two. So let me see how the lilac actually looks. Okay, this is a very, very pretty color. It's got a very light color with a lilac undertone. I'm not sure if the camera is able to capture it. Okay, you guys see? Now for this, I'm just going to use my finger. I'm going to try and take a little bit of this brown and then mix it with this later. So take the brown. Oh, this is a pretty color. It's very shimmery, yet not powder. I'm gonna put it in the center of my eyelid. Just blend it all the way back.
Okay, now I'm going to take a brush and just smoothen it out. Okay, now what we're going to do is take this silverish tone, the third one that you see from here. I'm going to take that. Okay, I see. This can also be used as a highlighter, I feel so. I'm going to put that in the inner corner. Okay, I'll take a brush, just blend it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a thinner brush. I want to just get a darker end here. So, I'm going to take...
Let's take this. This is another brush. Not the one that I used. This is also a Miniso brush, but this was the one I was using. Slightly smaller. Now I want a bit of a brown or a darker curve here. So I will take this also, which has a lot of shimmer. I'm just going to take a little bit of that. And then just blend in the crease. Wow. Just make sure you blend and smooth out the edges. Okay, so this is how the eye has turned. So it is light, yet it gives you the glimmer, or let's say the glitter and shimmer that you need. Okay, now what you can do is, if you have a smaller brush, you can make sure you get the inner corner of your eye with that silver one. So I'm gonna take that. See this? So this is giving you a glam eye look. So now we're going to dust off the excess powder that we've left here to bake. Okay. I love how the eye makeup's turned out. Now we're going in for the blush. So for the blush, I'm using, sorry, not this, my bad. I'm using the Blush Bomb by L18. I'm not going to use a lot, I'm just going to keep it very less. So it depends on your blush placement. So however that you like wearing your blush, just wear it in the same way. I just like having a little bit of blush on my cheeks, a little on the nose. Since nothing makes me blush these days, no one makes me blush, it's only my blush. So I've got the blush brush.
blend, blend, blend.
See, there's barely no blush, but it's good enough for me. Mainly because I don't want everything to be highlighted today. It's either my dress or my eyes, not my entire face. So now, I forgot to do my eyebrows, so let's sort that. I've just been cribbing about my eyebrows not being in the best shape, and mainly because it was ruined by my parlor didis. Yep, so for this I'm gonna take my black eyeshadow
and just shape it right. So once I do this, I just brush my eyebrows with this. So this is the entire miniso kit that I got. Brush and comb, brush, comb. So that's also sorted. Now we're going for the lips. This is where I'm very tense. Should I keep it neutral? Should I keep it bright? It's mainly when being neutral, I feel. So let me get my neutral shades. I've got my box here, so I'm just having to open and take it out.
So I'm gonna go for my Maybelline Touch of Spice. This is 660. This is one of my favorite creamy nude lipstick. Now for this, you can either leave it as it is or do what I do, which is I take my, again, it is faded away, but I know it's the Maybelline Matte Ink Super Stay Matte Ink. This is in the shade Lover 15. So it's almost the same color. I like coating this and I love how this smells. It's so creamy. Let me come closer. See, it's very creamy. I'm just gonna correct my lip shape here. So I will show you how this color is. It's almost like a nude pink color. The camera doesn't seem to be focusing. Yep. So this is my look. I don't normally contour my face clearly because I am not the best at it. In fact, I don't even know to contour my face properly. Now what I'm left with is I need to get my jewelry. So for the earrings, I'm just gonna see what I can get. So I'm gonna go for some minimal jewelry, which I clearly cannot find. So I use these cream containers, which are mainly glass, to keep my small earrings. It gets more convenient that way. So I'm just gonna layer it out here and see what's the best. feel like going for gold jewelry, so I might go for these basic loop earrings. Going for these basic earrings. They never disappoint you, so it's always a safer option. Neck, I'm not gonna wear a chain. I want to leave the neck plain, so the neck is gonna remain as it is. Okay, now for my hands, so I'm gonna stack some of my rings. These are what I wear. These three, I either wear it the same way or just wear it in each finger this way. Okay, so I'm gonna just leave it in one finger, and for the other hand I have got a green ring, so I'm gonna wear that in this. See, so this is a little loose, so I'm gonna wear it on this finger. Maybe just pair it up this way. For my hands, I would normally wear watch in one of my hand, and the other I have recently got some stack jewelry that I'm really excited to try. So these are the stack jewelry. So this comes as a set of 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, actually 6. However, one of this is way too big for me, like you can just see this. So I'm not sure about this. However, I really like how pretty this looks. So I'm just gonna stack some of these. I'll show you. I'm gonna stack 4 of this like this. Okay, you see this? And 1 on this hand with my watch. So this was my makeup look for the green dress that I'm wearing, where we've done a subtle yet glam eye makeup, a nude lipstick, a basic makeup video or a routine. I've stacked some jewelry and also my rings and earring. So let me show you the dress so that all of this, is for what.